Hello, everyone.
Vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Everybody start your engines. We're coming in with extra energy because I was 20 minutes late today, so I'm compensating. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Pleasure Whale Podcast. As always, my name is Harrison Scopes, and this is
Chris Wakus.
And we're here to talk to you about shit that's going on.
Yes, that's what we do here.
So what's going on with you? Crickets, no answer.
Yeah,
we're gonna start with
gonna-
rhetorical questions to an audience.
I was thinking about giving you nothing and just letting you sit in the mistake that you made, but I'll bail you out here.
I'm okay. Bail me, babe.
We got to get right into it.
Okay, let's go.
I have a couple of things. First one. I had a rough weekend.
All right, let's hear it.
Actually, no. I'm sorry. What day is it? Tuesday. I had a rough Friday. Very
Okay.
specifically, I had work. I went to work. I had a meeting. I blew a flat on the
Ooh.
way. So I was leaving work at like 10:30 in the morning, just moving my car out of a parking lot.
Okay.
Right. And then
Parking lot flat. Well, it's better than the freeway.
I wasn't on. Yeah.
Parking lot flat tire is doable.
It didn't happen in a parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I left a parking lot where my work was, and then I was intending to just go home, but for whatever reason, I was like, oh, I'll just park somewhere else and work the rest of the day from work instead of just working from home. or something.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So instead of going straight, I get into a lane to make a U-turn, and in that lane has got to be the densest, fattest fucking
Pile of
can.
nails.
No, it was like a can, like corn.
like just an aluminum
Just a
slice.
yes, of a big ass can.
Dude, your tire was an old lady's finger.
In what way?
Yeah. You ever like open it? You have your parents ever open a can and they're just like, dude, I just fucked up my whole life on this can. I gotta go get stitches.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know,
sure.
feel like,
I was gonna say, I was
popping
like,
open a can opener.
yeah, okay. Oh, because old ladies use their fingers to open cans.
Yeah, like they use the nail and they're like,
Oh, this can't. Okay, sure. Imagine.
I'm just giving you weirdness today.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not. That's an obscure reference.
Yeah. So
for
what'd you
sure.
do? So did you just stitch up the tire or?
Stitch it up. So I hit the fucking. So I don't intend to hit it. I try to get out of the way. I end up going right over it, and it immediately I go flat. I'm like, oh shit. So I pull over, and I get into this weird, like in front of a gate. So anybody that needs to get in and out of that
So
gate,
you're blocking traffic.
I'm blocking-
Flat tire, blocking traffic.
flat tire, blocking traffic, and I start going to work. I've changed many a tire in my day. Don't
Yeah.
let this shirt fool you.
I've changed one.
You've only changed one tire?
I changed one tire. It was this girl blew her tire outside of a bar, and I was just like, it was not someone that I was, it wasn't a flirty thing. It was just this. It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna say I can do this.
Yes.
And learn as I go.
Okay.
And I did great. I nailed it.
I'm sure you did great. It's not. It is easy, but there are some things that you have
Well,
to
if
get
you don't
perfectly right.
have the jack, like if you don't have the tools, you're not making it happen.
Yes. Oh, so I got a jack and shit. And
That I actually one time was on a date before I ever had the balls to change a tire.
Uh-huh.
And the girl got a flat on a date, and it was like a third date. And we pulled over, and I got out, and I was like, this is such a great opportunity to prove that I'm a man.
Yep.
But I am not.
So you
Called
called
AAA.
I fucking knew it, dude.
Mhm.
I knew you'd be a AAA guy.
I
And there's
am.
nothing wrong with being a AAA guy.
Dude, my card says like 50 years because I'm on my parents, and it just like rolls over. I'm a AAA king.
AAA diamond.
Yes, dude. The
AAA
pressure built me.
stratosphere.
So you're blocking the pathway.
Blocking the path. So I start getting to work. I'm like, okay, I got to change a tire. Put the donut on. No big deal. I've changed about 8 tires on this car.
Okay.
Just this car. And I've had this car for 18 months. Why?
Choose
because
better routes.
choose better routes?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Avoid the construction zones.
hey, people that are on the street, don't put fucking cans in the street. Okay? That's what I have to say to you. Also,
Stop
fix
going
your
past the
potholes.
Salvation Army, all right? They're just
No, this is by my work. I work at the Salvation Army.
come on, can donation? Come on, give me a little something here.
So-
Donate your canned food. Okay, go on.
But not to the street. Use the
it's
cans.
going to the street.
Yes, in a way. It's use them to fill potholes. How about that? So doesn't matter. I've changed a bunch of tires. I go to start doing my thing here.
Yeah.
I jack the car up,
Yep.
right? And then I shimmy the tire off. Okay?
Shimmy it off. Yep.
Shimmies. I undo the bolts, obviously.
Yeah,
Shimmy
yeah,
the tire off. I'm on a little bit like a 2-degree street incline,
Yeah.
right? Jack gives way.
Oh.
car falls and slams into the cement. My rotor just dents the street, dents the pavement.
Okay.
And makes like a cylindrical indent. So, and the car is now stuck there, right? Because the jack is under the car.
Yeah.
So I'm in a fucked up position. So what do? I do a risky thing. I go under the car to retrieve the jack.
Oh,
I know, terrifying.
dude, you almost pulled an Anton Yelchin.
What happened to Anton Yelchin?
He's the Star Trek guy that got crushed by his car tragically and died.
Yeah, I thought
at the peak of his fame. Just like you.
Right. If this is the peak of my fame, kill me.
Okay. Well, your car almost did.
Yes, exactly. So, and that was a stupid thing to do, but I go in, I get the jack. Now I need to, thank God I have the jack. I need to find some sort of like creative place to jack the car up.
Because you can't get it under the frame right in front of the rotor that's resting on the cement. Yeah, okay.
Right. So I do find a creative place, but it's like on the, basically where the suspension occurs. So I have to, I have to jack it up to like almost where it's standing straight.
Yep.
And this is really dangerous. I finally get the fucking donut on. I go driving. I'm like, okay, no big deal.
Keeping it under 45 as advised.
Yeah, I go about 65.
Wow.
On service
you
roads.
You are just dying to have your child raised by a single mother.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else completely.
Okay.
So that's good. No, oh, you're saying I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's not a vehicular accident.
For a donut, you're supposed to keep it under 50.
Mm-hmm. And I should have. So I get to the tire depot to get a new tire.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, no big deal. I'll just get a new tire. I've bought hundreds of them. So at this point,
this is something I'm used to purchasing.
Yeah, I'll just get a new tire. No big deal. About 3 hours go by. They call me back in. They're like, we got your new tire. Your rim is bent. That fucking dense ass can.
Yeah, that's what just happened to me.
Bent the rim.
Yeah.
So it's like almost a circle, big hump, than the rest.
I did that. Have I told the story on the podcast how I did that to all 4 of my wheels recently?
No.
Yeah,
no, you haven't.
I was on the phone.
You want to do your story?
It's so quick.
Oh, okay.
It's so quick. It's so quick, and your story's so boring that I feel like.
Is it boring?
Yeah, no, your story sucks. So I'm trying to make it better.
It's engaging.
No, go on. I'll tell my story.
No,
after.
tell your story.
No, I want you to finish yours. I want you to conclude.
You just made a big stink about how this sucks.
Stink. No, well, maybe I was feeling a little bit sad that I interrupted you, and I didn't. Its story does suck, but go on.
Then you tell your
No, keep going.
I have a bent rim. They decided to put it on the back so that the car doesn't shake as much.
Okay.
The car doesn't shake as much. The car still shakes really bad,
Okay.
and I need to get a new rim. And if anybody knows a guy, they literally...
Dude, so now when you pull into a spot, it's like Parkinson's.
Hilarious. Maybe cut that.
No, I'm leaving it, baby.
No, cut it just because it's poor. It's not... Okay. Doesn't matter. Whatever. That's what happened. I'm now self-conscious about my story.
You shouldn't be.
I had options, but you just shit on what I thought was my best one. Or at least the most interesting.
So is the car still fucking shaky? It's still got a bent rim on it?
Yeah, and this was their suggestion, the tire depot. They were like, you need a new rim.
Yep.
We don't have any.
Yep.
See if somebody's got your rim.
Yeah, like eBay, one of them.
Yeah.
Will save you a ton of money.
Okay. So you're saying it's not a bad idea?
To look for a used rim?
Yeah.
No, not a bad idea.
Okay.
If you take it to a tire shop, they'll see if it's balanced.
Okay. Got
and
it.
then you'll just be like off to the races.
Well, I should stop
Parkinson's?
racing.
I feel like it was so funny. I feel like it was so funny.
It's good. I can't wait to hear your fucking story.
Okay, so my story is that I was on the freeway talking to my friend on the phone, and I found out that like the one girl that ever broke up with me turned out to be lesbian, and I started laughing so hard that I crashed my car. I ran it into, yeah, dude. He goes, dude, did you see so-and-so is lesbian now? And I was like, dude, I did. Isn't that awesome? Ha 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 ha. Missed my exit, cranked it over and hit the curb between the exit and the freeway, popped all 4 of my tires and bent all 4 of my rims.
How's the car not totaled?
I mean, 4 wheels is not the equivalent of a car.
She broke up with you?
Yeah, like a while ago. So now it's like my slate is clean because now she's gay.
Yeah.
So I'm just the king of the world.
Because you've never been broken up with?
I have been, but this was like one of the strongest, like I'm breaking up with you, not a mutual thing, you know?
Right.
And now it's like the slate is wiped clean.
And
it cost me a lot of money.
I don't think her being gay excuses you. If anything, I think it makes you more culpable. Like You
It wasn't
helped
right
make her
after.
gay.
There was
Well,
another guy after
being
me.
gay is not a choice. It's not a choice. You know what? You're right, Harrison.
Well, you know what? You know what? She was making the choice to be not gay for a little while, and then
Yes.
eventually she came to terms with her gayness.
And you helped her.
And I probably helped
See
her.
that.
Well, I don't know. So yeah, that's my bending the rim story.
So much better than my story.
I mean, a lot more concise. So anyway, I
It
was.
doesn't have to be concise. It's a podcast.
I know
It
we have to
takes
fill an hour.
We have to fill an hour.
I know I'm being mean to you today. So
It's
here's
okay.
why I was late today.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm on this new medication
Mhm.
it's called Ramron. That's its official name. Its
Really?
generic name is way less cool. It's Mirtrazapine.
Ramron.
But
Also-
Ramron
Yeah.
sounds like it's gonna help you fuck. It doesn't.
It sounds like it's
is
gonna help you
not.
have gay sex.
Yeah, Ramron.
Yeah.
I would be open to gay sex. Is Ramron? Ramron. I'd be open to being enthusiastic about gay sex. At
Sure.
least. Ramron is not helping in the fucking department.
Yep.
It's also what it is it's a non-SSRI antidepressant. Its main thing is supposed to help you sleep if you have sleep issues.
Mhm.
I've always had really bad
The
insomnia.
story's helping me.
I know you'll get there eventually. It's when you say it too soon, it degrades the
yeah,
insult.
sure,
you save
yeah.
it a little bit later until
Okay.
the story
I love
drags
how
on.
you're giving me notes.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Mid-pod.
Yeah, I got you. So I started taking this medication that's supposed to help me kind of sleep, and what it did is instead of I usually go to sleep at like 6 in the morning and I wake up at like 4 p.m. and that just is what it is, or maybe 2 p.m. and it's just kind of whatever.
Mhm.
So this medication now is making me fall asleep at like 3 in the morning, a little bit earlier, but it's fucking me up so much that I'm now waking up at like 6 p.m. every time. I'm getting like
Well-
16 hours of sleep.
Sounds nice.
It sucks
Why?
because it didn't help me wake up earlier, like feel rested, and it
Mhm.
took away all my hours of productivity. So if you're wondering why the podcast came out on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday this week, it's because Harrison's drugs fucked him up.
Oh yeah, we had an app that was supposed to come
Come out today,
but
it's coming
not.
out tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I was like, oh my God. And they call this drug the dream drug because it gives you the craziest, most intense, vivid, bizarre dreams
Okay.
that I'm not going to get into because I know that talking about dreams is the least interesting thing
Yes.
ever.
Well, it's just nobody can relate to them.
Yeah, well, there's just no, it doesn't matter. It's not reality.
Yes.
But I've been waking up every day
Except
being
for
like,
sex dreams, but we can talk about that too.
oh, I mean, I think the only person that wants to hear about a sex dream is
Who?
the person you're having the sex dream about.
They don't want to hear
Do
it.
sex dreams really exist, or do you just pretend you had a sex dream when you want to tell a girl you had a sex dream about her? You know what I mean?
I've done both.
Oh
But
my God, you're never going to believe the dream I had about you last night. Meanwhile,
Sure.
my actual dream was just like me crying and getting murdered, but it's like, well, you know,
yeah. Well, I mean that could be telling you something. I'm
need an
actually
excuse to
interested.
text this girl.
Yeah. You could do both. I have had sex dreams 100%. And they're bizarre. They're definitely bizarre.
Yeah, I've had a lot of weird sex dreams that I just wake up and I'm just like, do I need to figure out something about myself? No, this
Yeah.
is just bizarre shit.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like things going on that day.
I had a friend in high school, and I'm not saying this because it was me
Uh-huh.
and I'm making it to be a friend, but I remember he confided in me once that he was like, dude, I had this really weird dream last night. He goes, I had a dream that I was fingering my brother's pussy.
That's weird.
And he goes, and then he turned into my mom, and I was just like, I feel like you just knocked out like everything all in one. Like that is everything at once.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And the listeners at home will know I have no siblings, so
Oh, so it's okay. So it's definitely not
it's
you.
not me.
Yeah. Okay. Get it. Good for you. All right. So you're on this drug. It's fucking up your
It's
sleep.
I'm over it. Yesterday was maybe tonight will be the last night. I'm getting rid of it.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Not for me.
Doctor prescribed?
Doctor prescribed. Yeah, I saw a new psychiatrist, and I was like, I've never seen a psychiatrist before actually, and I thought it was kind of a funny experience,
Mm-hmm.
and actually more helpful than I expected. Because I've heard from a lot of people, psychiatrists are usually like, "How do you feel? Here's something. Give it a shot." They're not really it's not like a therapist.
They're not
really-
getting better?
I mean, hopefully, apparently, because the one I went to was really nice and very like thoughtful, and asked me a lot of thoughtful questions,
Yeah.
and prescribed me something that it sounded great,
Yeah.
and then it wasn't.
I see.
So anyway,
Nice.
yeah, that was That was, better than your story. Not at all.
Let's not compare the.
Yeah, we don't
goodness of
have.
each
You know what?
other's
We don't got it.
stories,
We're a team.
We're here for pleasure.
We're a pod.
We're a pod.
We're a pod. 2 P's even.
Yeah, we're a pleasure.
Well,
There you go. We're here for pleasure.
we're
There
here for
we go.
pleasure. Well,
All right. Exactly. That's what I was trying to get, and I'm glad we got it.
we got there.
Okay, a couple other things.
Yeah.
So yesterday was my wife's birthday, and we had a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Happy birthday.
Yeah, sure. Happy birthday to my wife. We love you, Sarah. I had ideas for what I wanted to get her. I've been thinking about it for like a month, and then it was her birthday,
Yeah.
and I hadn't gotten anything,
Mm-hmm.
and so I had to lie about where I was going, and
Sure. Yeah.
and then I went to the store and I got something, and I'm proud of the thing that I got. It's a knife sharpener.
If that's what you wanted, great job.
It's not it's not the worst.
If you get murdered and they're
It's not
like,
the worst.
I mean, it's a little bit.
It's bad.
It's a little
really
bit.
bad.
It's a
She
little.
likes knives.
It's a
It's
little bit
really
kitchen gift for your
bad.
wifey. It's a
What's
little
wrong with
bit,
a kitchen gift?
It's a little bit.
She
It's a
enjoys
little
cooking.
domestic, huh?
What,
it's
a little domestic?
Yeah, it's a little.
She likes cooking.
The one rule is that you don't get your spouse or your girlfriend an appliance as a gift.
Shit. Okay, so
That
I
is,
have
one
that is
rule.
known to be like the
Is
one
this
rule.
true?
Yeah,
Yes.
but now we know if you get murdered by a array of very finely sliced stab wounds.
Do you know what I have on back order? It's not going to be here until a couple of days late.
No, that's fine. What is? It's gonna be a fucking mixer.
It's an ice crusher.
Oh god.
It's a mechanical ice crusher. Shit. Are you serious?
If she
You're
liked
not
it,
supposed
she
to get her
liked it.
appliances?
It is traditionally a thing that you're not supposed to get your person like a tool.
2 years ago, I got her the Ninja Foodie. What do you owe knowing in the booth? This
Isn't good.
these
This is
are
a recipe for
useful.
divorce.
These are useful gifts. Gifts you should never
is
give
really
your wife.
bad.
a
It's not on the
vacuum.
list.
I bet you if I said, "Hey babe, I'm getting you a vacuum," she'd be fucking
Yeah,
stoked.
honestly, my girlfriend would be hyped if I bought her a vacuum.
Yeah, because
I gotta say, a lot of these things don't take into like.
I thought it was messed up that I was getting something day of.
Okay, let's go
and
down
you're
the
telling
list.
Me I shouldn't have even gotten.
What is a
this thing.
talking scale? We have a list of the 10 things you shouldn't get your wife.
You should definitely never buy them a scale.
What is a talking scale? Just like a scale, like
that
for your.
says,
Okay.
well, hey, you're a little over.
Yeah,
today.
agreed on the
Yeah.
scale.
No way ever get a scale.
Vacuum or other cleaning product. I'm gonna say 50-50 on that because I
Because-
do think that every girl I've ever dated, if I got them like a sick ass Dyson vacuum, they would have been like, hell yeah.
Here's the thing. I'll just say this: of all people, if you express to me that you like need something in your daily life, and there's an appliance out there that
They
can,
can
do
make
that
it easier.
service,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking get you that appliance. That's
Sure.
like a perfect gift idea.
yeah. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's why you buy so many dudes fleshlights.
No, most of my friends are celibate. Anyway, okay, the lingerie. Never buy your wife lingerie.
I really don't think. It can't be the only gift.
Yeah, it's got to be a supplement.
It's got to be a supplemental gift.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think most women I've dated would be totally happy to get lingerie.
Depending on how they feel about their bodies, because that kind of goes hand in hand with the scale. Don't buy lingerie and a scale.
No,
You know what I
don't
mean?
buy like lingerie that's too small,
and
And a scale. Yeah.
Yeah, like just fucking hit them where it hurts. You
just
know?
to be like, hey, maybe one day.
Yeah, right.
Exercise equipment.
Again,
yeah,
see,
fitnessy type people. If I got exercise equipment, I'd be stoked.
my dad.
Dude, during COVID,
Yeah.
are you kidding me? Exercise equipment was like gold.
Yeah, I think I bought my wife weights
Yeah, that was probably a great
as a
move.
birthday present.
What about your dad?
Oh, my dad buys like workout and yoga clothes and stuff for
Yeah.
my mom
Yeah.
all the time. She gets that shit at Christmas. She gets it at
Yeah, I'm
for
sure she
other
loves
gifts.
it.
Yeah, I don't think I think we're okay here. Wrinkle cream, sure.
Yeah,
Never buy
wrinkle cream.
clothing.
Yeah, no
I
wrinkle
disagree
cream.
with 7 through 10.
Okay,
That's ridiculous.
I'm just gonna say 7 through 10. These are
Ridiculous.
like all the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like everything. 7, a new fragrance. I will say, purchasing a fragrance for someone that they've never smelled. I'm one of those people that like goes through the.
Get me the one that works.
I'll go through the spray where they give you the samples, and it gives me a migraine. Like it. So
you don't
I,
wear cologne?
I don't wear cologne, but also if somebody were to surprise me with cologne that I hadn't smelled, the odds of it being something that I would even remotely use are so low.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I would never buy.
I see.
If they already buy it, then yes. But something new, no.
Yes.
Clothing, that's stupid.
That's number 8.
A pet, if your significant other wants a pet and you surprise them with a pet, it's the best day of their life.
I think the person who wrote this list has a really weird wife.
They don't and they don't have a or they don't have a wife and they're making shit up.
Or
Yeah,
they just
pet
have a
comes
fat wife. Sorry.
Pet, exactly.
I got the studio with that one.
Pet comes with responsibility.
Or a box of chocolates. Dude, if you like chocolates, chocolates are awesome. So that list sucks.
Okay. All right. We're not mad at the booth for coming up with that list. You guys did great.
No. I like that the list was presented, but the list sucks.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so all right. That was my. Have you ever bought anything day of?
Oh my God, yeah. Are you
Okay.
kidding? You know what is interesting is I've always been a really good and thoughtful gift giver, and some of the closest people in my life
Mhm.
have been the worst gift receivers that you could ever. Both of my parents
Yep.
are like, my mom would get mad at me for spending money on her no matter what.
Sure. I
No
know that
matter
type. I know that.
what it
Yep.
was, no matter how much thought went into it, she would be like, why did you spend money on me? Like, I
Right.
can buy what I want for myself. You're young and
Yes.
poor. And I
Yes.
would be like,
my mom does
"Let
that to me all the time.
Yeah, so that I gave up on
And I
giving
love
her
you, Mom.
gifts.
Yep.
I love you too, Mom.
Correct.
She's listening in the present.
She's here.
She's in the room. My dad will openly be like, why the fuck did you get me that? Like, I bought him an autobiography by like one of his favorite musicians,
Okay.
and he opened it and was like, why'd you buy me this? And I was like, I really feel like this doesn't need any explaining.
It's you know what it is. They're just so practical. Like all my gifts are great dad gifts.
That's
They're
true.
they're very practical. They have practical use.
Yeah.
If you get like your father something artistic, they'll be like, "Do you get me?"
Yeah,
at
are you
all?"
gay? Like,
Yeah, they might. Because I remember my dad was so cool, man. I bought him a bunch of ties like
Mhm.
over the course. I'm a bad gift giver. My brothers are and my parents are both very good gift givers. I'm a really bad gift giver. So my dad got a lot of ties, and this is the worst. This is the worst one I ever gave him.
okay.
I got him a 4th of July tie.
Ew.
Nobody's working on 4th of July. Who needs a
Right.
fucking tie?
See, ties are so far out of my wheelhouse that I'm not even thinking like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think, oh, you wouldn't have to go to work. I'm just thinking of a big, ugly American flag firework tie.
No, it says it's gold. It says Declaration of Independence related stuff on it. It's not
Oh,
good.
God.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I'd love to see that in person.
I'm
I'm sure he doesn't want it. Ask
He
Kurt
regifted
Beck.
it to
Did
me.
he? You have it?
Yeah,
I'd
do
love to
have
see.
it.
Bring it next week.
I'll bring it next week. It's yeah, that one's painful. That one's really painful. But shit, what were we talking about?
Last minute gifts.
Yeah, last
gift
minute
giving.
gifts.
Is that the tie?
That's the fucking tie.
Okay, you don't have to bring it anymore. Now
it's
we have
it's
it.
actually not that nice.
It's that terrible tie, but worse.
Yeah, it's that tie, but worse. Yeah, don't find. Yeah,
I gotta say, I cannot imagine a world in
Was
which
that
I
all
would buy
funny?
this unless I had
it's
like,
not that nice. I wish it was that nice with the blue. That's cute.
unless I had somebody in my life that was like
Only
autistic and their thing was the Declaration of Independence, which is very niche. I think even too niche
yeah,
for an autistic person.
yeah.
I would not buy that tie for
Yeah.
anyone. So that
Yeah.
is a crazy long shot.
What about Nicolas Cage?
Nick Cage.
If Nicolas Cage was related to me and I had the opportunity to buy him a gift, no, I would not buy him that ugly fucking tie. He
Right.
that's like referencing a movie that he was in, but worse.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's terrible.
it's like getting him tickets to his own movie premiere or something.
Yeah.
I did get him one good gift.
Okay.
I'll tell you this. He's grew up in the 70s in New York, and
You got him some cocaine.
No, that
He'd love-
would have been better.
Okay.
But no,
Acid.
I got what?
Just go. I'm just naming drugs.
Yeah, he's not. My dad, not a drug guy. I got him, and he actually loved this. So I don't know what this says about my dad. I got him an old 1970s version of the subway map.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's something my
right?
dad would like too.
That's
yeah.
a fucking really
if
cool.
he had, yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, see,
That's a thoughtful, cool gift.
that's
My
probably
dad-
my only good one in 30 years.
I gave my dad an El Pollo Loco gift card yesterday.
That's a gift that I love a good chicken breast and a tostada.
El Pollo Loco?
Pollo Loco is so good.
Let's
Pollo
not get
Loco is
into
like
this.
the best of.
This is not Taste Buddies. We're not fucking.
Is that the fucking
That's the
podcast?
podcast that rates food against each other.
Got it.
Not that I love those people, but
You know what? I don't know those people. Fuck them.
they can help us. Yeah, they can
What?
help us a
Yeah,
lot.
you'll be guest one day.
Yeah.
You know what, Booth? You're being a little bit fucking mouthy tonight. All right.
We do have a mouthy booth.
Uh,
There's nothing wrong with that. I actually like that. Are you guys Gen Z or millennial?
Millennials.
millennials.
Okay.
Yeah. We're all millennials.
Oh, okay. All right.
think.
Everyone in the room's a millennial.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. Do you have anything else on the gifts?
The gift that I am currently putting off until the last minute getting, my girlfriend's birthday is coming up, and this episode will probably come out after her birthday, so we're in. She doesn't listen.
You're
anymore.
in the clear. Yeah.
I'm getting her a ring with the imprint of her dog's nose.
Oh,
on
that's
it.
cute.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cute. I hope it looks cute because the sentiment is there. But
The sentiment is there, but if it's
ring,
ugly, yeah.
she won't wear
And
it
she'll probably still wear it.
around you,
And
which is
that's-
enough.
Yeah, I'm always around.
Dog nose with ring imprint. That-
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't have like the nostrils in it. It's a little less.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like that one,
Which one?
the ugly one on the right.
It's kind of like the ugly one on the right. Those aren't terrible.
Nicolas Cage, he owned one of the most haunted quote unquote buildings in New Orleans.
Okay.
And
New Orleans?
there's a story that I think he stayed there for one weekend and he never stayed again and he's never talked about it. I could
Okay.
be wrong. Booth, I could use an assist on this one. Nicolas Cage's haunted, because I saw the building and I heard about it.
Yep. Nicolas Cage's and his dark connections with New Orleans.
The
Yeah, sure.
the La Laurie Mansion, because I think it's this place it's this crazy. So there's this.
Looks like a building.
It's this big building in New Orleans, and it turns out that it was like way back in the day. These people, I don't know if it was like they owned slaves or if they were just like indentured servants. I'm not sure what time period it was in, but
Okay.
essentially the people that owned this building were caught like torturing and murdering
Uh-huh.
like a bunch of their like quote unquote employees / slaves, and then it got out, and then there was a giant fire, and like the whole place burned down, and it burned down because somebody in the kitchen, like one of them did something to burn the whole place down. And then everything came out, and these socialites that everybody loved, turns out that they were these monsters. Classic story, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So that brings me into something that I want to talk about, which was paranormal or unexplained experiences / ghost experiences.
Okay.
Because
I still don't understand how Nicolas Cage was related to that.
he bought the building.
After it was burned down?
They built it back up. I mean, this was like 200 years ago.
So so the plot of land is haunted?
Well, something is, I don't know.
Okay.
But there's the building there now.
Nice segue
And he bought it.
into your shit.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And so I'm dying to have a ghost experience.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything I want more
Mhm.
than to like truly believe
Mhm.
in like an afterlife or in something. And all it takes is fucking 30 seconds of a ghost experience to turn me from a skeptic to a believer, baby. And I'm ready for it. I do all the things you're not supposed to do. I go to haunted places and I'm like, I welcome the fucking demons into my life. I whistle at night. I whistle when I'm
whistle at
alone.
night?
They say that that whistling at night or when you're alone is bad luck, or indoors.
Do you whistle while you
I'll
work?
whistle everywhere. I'll whistle at home. I am the ghost. So,
Yeah,
I-
you are. Yeah.
and the reason I bring this up is because
You
the
need to stop
person
looking outward and start looking inward. You'll find them. They're in there. They're fucking in there.
the things. Okay, so I've never had a ghost experience or anything truly unexplainable,
Mhm.
but my mom had 3 crazy experiences that she told my whole life, and she told these before I was like desiring a ghost, if that makes sense. She wasn't
Yeah.
telling me these stories to be like, here's something that you can believe in. I was hearing these since I was like a child,
Right.
and there's 3 of them.
She believes this stuff.
She believes in these experiences that she had, and this is the person I trusted most in this world.
Of
So
course.
these 3 things I think about all the time. So there's 3. The first one is, and they get better as I go along. The first one is that she said that the whole left side of her body went numb
Mhm.
the day that her dad had a stroke, and she called and she knew that he had already had a stroke and knew which side it was on before even talking to my grandma.
Okay.
So that was one where she
I don't want
swears.
to dispel any of these for you.
No, I mean, I'm all the things that you could say to dispel are things I've already thought. But that's
Okay.
the first one,
Okay.
right? The second one is she was driving in her car in Burbank when she was like 30, and she was driving. There's a green light at her, and she heard a loud voice from the back seat scream, "Stop." She slams on her brakes, and a yellow Corvette goes through the intersection at like 100 miles an hour right in front of her, blowing through a red.
Wow. Okay.
And she said it was like clear as day, wasn't the radio, wasn't like a thought in her head. It sounded like there was somebody in the back seat screaming, "Stop."
Okay.
She slams the brakes at a green, which is like
Right.
in itself almost like a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this car comes blasting through, right?
That's okay.
And the
So it was like a near miss situation.
Yep. And the third one, and this one is the one.
Wait,
but
real
okay,
quick.
go on.
So
Yeah,
a
yeah.
stop. That stop is a ghost, or it's like some sort of intuition.
Some sort of like, I think like a guardian angel type thing.
Yeah.
Or so that's what she kind of.
Yeah.
So I just touched this. Did I just mess something up? No, we're good.
You're fine.
The third one, and this is the craziest one, is she was at my house, my childhood home.
You were at her house.
No, she was at. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
She was. I was. Well, I wasn't. I don't know if I was there. What? I get what you're saying,
Yeah.
but fuck you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
she was in the kitchen, and she said, "I need a sign that things are gonna go well for me. That I need some sort of sign that I'm being like watched over or protected or something." She kind of put it out there.
Mhm.
That day, if not right after thinking this, she heard kind of like a crashing noise from her bedroom.
Mhm.
In my parents' bedroom, on the wall next to the bed, there is a piece of art that is in the 1920s. They used to have cloth containers for cigarettes.
Okay.
And on the side of the cigarettes, there were these woven and stitched portraits of like the hot chicks of the 1920s.
Okay.
And so they're very like, you know, they got 10,
Busty.
yeah, but they also have like 10 layers on and big giant swoopy hats.
Oh, okay.
And they look kind of ridiculous, but
Okay.
they also look very creepy. I mean, they look like every ghost in a ghost story ever, right?
Sure.
And my,
Like the flappers?
yes, similar to that. Yes. And my, these are all like real photos though. Portraits. Yeah. Cloth portraits on cigarettes. I don't know. They're very weird. I still have this painting.
So something crashed.
So this painting is or it's not even a painting. This piece of art is hundreds of those stitched together by my great grandmother, I think. She like used to smoke, collected them, cut them out, stitched them. And there's this it's a big piece of art and it's on the wall like this. So let's say the wall, there's a wall and there's a bed that's also flush with that wall, like 5 feet to the right of the painting or of
Okay.
the art piece.
Okay.
She hears a crash. She goes into the bedroom and she finds that piece of art had fallen onto the bed, which is not underneath the artwork, face up.
Oh, okay.
And she just said it was like the final thing that ever made her doubt. And she never doubted anything after that for her whole, like forever. And she was so sure of, because of these experiences, the existence of
Why?
something more.
Uh-huh.
That when she was sick and when she passed away, she was 0% scared about, she was only worried about me.
Yeah.
She was 0% worried about herself. She was like, oh, I already know that there's more. She was like, I'm not even worried about it,
Great.
which was great for her.
Yeah.
I wish I felt the same way.
Oh, so you want ghosts so that you can have some sort of security.
Yeah.
Oh,
But also because I
see.
think it would just be sick.
that there were ghosts.
Yeah. Like to be haunted would be awesome.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think it's not worth the time of the ghosts. And people have made this argument a million times, but like, don't they have better shit to do?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. If they are out there, just, go do your own thing. Why don't hang around us? We're just comedians doing a podcast. Trying to,
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't think the ghosts are going to bust into this room right now.
Yeah.
But that would be the great, like, imagine
if
we on the Pleasure Well podcast gave the first true proof.
of that ghosts are real.
If there is a ghost in this room right now,
Yep.
I welcome you to levitate the whale.
I welcome you to check out our podcast on Apple Podcasts.
Ah, yes. If there are ghosts, I welcome you to get an iPhone and go to the podcast app and search Pleasure Whale Pod
That's
and listen
yeah.
and write us an email if you're a ghost.
Yeah. If you're
PleasureWhalePod@gmail.com.
if you're a ghost, that's what a ghost, to me, a ghost is a bot. they boost listenership. That's
They're
it.
just there, I guess.
What else could they?
So you've never had any sort of paranormal experience, or no one has ever told you a paranormal experience that someone you trust, where you're like, well, this, I want to discount it, but I believe this person.
I usually write it off as something that,
Right, a hallucination or
something they
moment of
couldn't
weakness.
explain.
Yeah, sure.
I live in the. I'm a spiritual dude. Don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but it's more. It's less like figures and stuff, and more like
Right.
energy and presence, like the Big Bang and shit like that.
It's like what you believe in. But I'm saying, like, you've never had a story, nobody's ever told you something where you're like,
No, I think they just lack. And I'm saying this
you
about
are
you.
such an asshole.
I
don't even truly believe any of this stuff. I believe it because my mom told me, right?
Yeah.
But I am
Yeah.
one of those people that's like, well, I need the first hand.
Yeah, you'd be hard pressed for me to not like. I think magic is fun. I don't think it's real.
Right, sure.
You know,
Yeah.
and maybe that's.
I mean, magic
I
is
suck, dude. I'm getting boring. That's like, you ever seen that episode of South Park where Kyle becomes a like a cynic, or Stan becomes like a cynic or whatever?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, the whole premise is that, like, if you choose to not believe in shit,
Then it won't.
yeah, then it won't
Yeah,
happen.
if you're cynical
and you'll
about
also,
it.
and you'll be an asshole. People
If you're
will
a
like not
naysayer.
fuck with you. So I guess that's me. I don't know, man. I want to give you something about ghosts, but I don't buy it. Because what you just explained was her, like, I guess the painting fell off of the wall and it landed face up.
Yeah.
I can think of a lot of reasons why that happened.
If I show you the room, you'll be like, it's pretty inexplicable.
Okay. Can you pull
It's-
up a picture of Harrison's dad's
of
bedroom?
my parents' bedroom. It's
That'd be helpful. To explain the
okay.
mechanics of it.
Okay, pretend this is the wall, right?
Yep.
Bed is here. Painting is in the corner, facing outward.
Yep.
So queen bed.
What painting?
Yeah, that's a
Inward.
stupid thing to say. Yeah.
If someone hangs a painting backwards,
Well, that would be pretty ghostly in itself.
that's evidence of a ghost.
Right? I'm gonna go home and flip all my paintings.
Okay, there you go.
Yes. Okay.
Now
so
you're getting me.
bed, painting,
Painting.
artwork, I should say.
Yep.
Facing outward.
Yep. Okay.
Fell 4 feet to its left and landed face up. No earthquake.
Slide. I don't know. I feel like there's maybe something is in the way. All right. It seems it's implausible, but let's not rule out that air pushes things. Was your
Yeah.
air conditioning on?
I don't know, but there's no way the air conditioning moved that far.
I believe you. I believe you.
I don't know if I'm not saying I believe it either. I'm just saying it's one of those things that's like, well, she believed it and I believe her, and that's pretty crazy. And
Yeah,
also,
and
if
for
you,
that
and the
reason-
thing is so spooky. It's
It's
the
like, it's
spookiest
eerie.
item in my home for sure.
You're gonna have to bring this in. Oh, is this
Well.
like a Halloween app? Is that what we're doing?
No, this is going to come out way past Halloween.
Oh, okay. Halloween's next week.
Halloween is Halloween. You know, if you're listening to this, is 11 months from now. So get in the spirit, everyone.
Our release dates are so.
All right, what else you got? What else we got?
Well, we could talk a little bit. So, I guess you were talking about your parents' bedroom. This is kind of a weird pivot.
I can't wait to see where this goes.
It's not much of a pivot. When I get into bed at night, Sarah and I
Cry.
we want no.
Okay, sorry, just myself, just me.
Just you.
Just,
yeah.
it's just no worries. Never mind.
We unwind. We used to like watch TV,
Sure.
but now we watch TikTok on our phone.
Okay.
Right? I don't watch my TikTok. My TikTok doesn't make any sense. I do watch hers though. I like what her algorithm
Yeah.
is curated. But she doesn't let me she'll scroll and she doesn't let me watch the videos that I want to watch. Because it's going to mess with her algorithm. Sorry, I burped.
Right. Okay, I get it.
That's it really. But
Well, I think that I see, here's the thing. The algorithm, I take the algorithm as a reflection almost. The algorithms are good, dude, because I've been doing TikTok for a while and like I am like amazed at some of the stuff that it'll feed me where I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah.
That I am this interested in this, but really have never put out anything that I know of.
oh, interesting.
You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
you're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like the whole, like, you know, your phone is listening to you, but more.
Yes.
And when I start, so my thing with the algorithm is when I start getting like hot chick thirst traps,
Mm-hmm.
I know that I'm not going to the gym enough because my algorithm should be sweaty buff men.
What?
When I'm doing what I should be
Wait,
doing,
What?
my algorithm should be buff, sweaty men working out.
Why?
Because when
Because when you're thinking about working out?
No, when I'm thinking about working out, I watch more workout videos to have more new stuff to do in the gym.
Uh-huh.
And I also engage in more YouTube content with so when I'm like with
Fitness-related
fitness
YouTube
influencers,
content?
right? Because I used to be super into fitness. I still am, but I have a broken back and it causes me problems. So I'm kind of on and off. And when I'm on, I can watch those videos, but when I'm like off, they just make me sad because it's like a reminder of what I'm not doing.
So your algorithm is like, it tells you, it regurgitates your life back to
Yeah,
you.
it does. So when I stop watching those videos
Everyone's
and I'm
algorithm
not in the
probably does
gym,
this.
I'm like, oh fuck, I'm seeing too many hot chicks in bikinis.
Yeah. What does that say? You're wearing too many bikinis? What does
I
that
think it's just like the default thing that it feeds to a guy.
is-
Because I'm also a
yeah.
big believer. I don't follow a single person on social media that is like someone I want to have sex with, but I never will.
okay.
There are
Yeah.
there's none.
Yeah. Well, it's just not worth it in the ratio.
It's just not worth seeing just thirst traps of women that I'll never talk to.
Totally. Yeah,
I
completely agree.
give this advice to people all the time where I'm
Yep.
like, hey, if you're feeling like you look at your phone too much or you're not getting out there enough or you're having problems dating, whatever, if you're one of those people that follows like OnlyFans people on Instagram,
Yeah, don't do that.
don't do that. Don't
that.
follow influencers that you just think are hot.
Yep.
Just don't do it.
I do follow.
It's fine to follow people that you know that you think are hot.
Yep.
If you know them and you would say hi to them if you saw them, follow them. But outside of that, you shouldn't be following anyone that's just like, this person is so fucking hot, dude.
Can you define know them and said hi to them for me?
If you said hi to them, they would know who you are. It would be like a mutual, oh, hey, what's up? I don't follow anybody outside of those, like
I
that
follow
circle.
one stripper, and we met at a strip club, and she was my stripper. So
Okay.
I wonder if that counts as know them. That's what I'm trying to ask here.
I think it kind of does count in a weird way.
Okay, so then we're good.
I don't know if I want to
Okay.
say good. You might get in trouble for this later, but
Why? She's actually pretty nice, but her handle, I can't say her handle.
no, don't
But there's
say
a lot of X's in it.
I'm
So it's
sure there
like,
is.
It's not exactly her. Yeah, it's not the best. But
I'm
she's
not a
nice.
fan of the strip club.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's just part of my lineage, man.
Well, you grew up in Vegas.
dude.
Yeah.
it's like part of it.
I have always
Rite of
been,
passage.
I don't know, you spend a bunch of money to not get laid. I don't know. To me, the strip club has never been,
Yeah.
it's something, it's always like this is the way I explained it. Cause like my girlfriend asked me once, she was just like, what's the deal with the strip club really? And I was like, what it really is,
Mhm.
it's a goofy time with your boys.
Yes.
It's like you
Yes.
buy your friend a lap dance
Totally.
because they are weird about it. And it's hilarious to watch them be uncomfortable.
Yeah,
like that's
sure.
really the core experience. Unless you're going alone like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, don't go in the middle of the day.
Yeah, don't go in the middle of the day. Don't
Don't
go
go in the middle of the
alone.
day.
Don't
Don't go
go.
alone.
Don't go just because you really thought the stripper liked you.
Well, this is fun. It's always fun
Don't
to
follow the stripper on Instagram. I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't follow stripper on Instagram. Definitely don't do that. But there's been and I don't go a lot. I've probably been like 3 times in my life. Nothing crazy.
Sure.
Um,
We've all been for like all of our homies' bachelor parties.
yeah, right. So definitely everyone goes as a group. And you said never go alone.
Yeah.
But it is interesting because at some point, most of your boys will leave, and then you'll be the only
you
one
wind
left.
up alone.
Yes,
I've never wound up alone.
me neither.
I'm probably first to leave every time.
I have 2 friends. Actually, I have one friend that winds up alone at the strip club quite a bit.
Because he wants to stay and everybody else wants to leave.
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes he just doesn't leave. Sometimes
Yeah,
we'll see him the next day. He'll be like, I just left. And I'm thinking about going back.
Oh.
Yeah. He's healthy. He's doing good. He's actually in the best shape out of all of us. So I don't know what that says.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's just
Who
burning
knows?
a lot of calories. Just
Burning a lot of
just
calories.
sweating, telling women that you're out of money.
Oh, yeah, because he's sweating about like lack of funds. Yeah, that's good.
That's what he's doing there until 5 a.m.
All right. This is a raucous app.
We're
It's just
talking.
we're ripping and roaring, dude. We're all over the place
What else you got?
in a good way. We're having fun. Well, I just wanted to talk about like the way. So the thing on my algorithm, which I'm not stoked about, is like historical events in Gen Z speak.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd be like, I don't know, like I can't even give you a really good example, but it's like, and Jesus comes to them and he's like,
Yeah.
"What's up?
Hey,
What's
listeners.
Good? What's
Yeah.
good, my G's?"
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
that slaps. And I do find it I find it interesting the way that Gen Z speaks versus the way that millennials speak. It's like very, very, very different.
What I find interesting about that is it's like you can get your news
Yep.
from not just any network. You
Yep.
can get your news from anyone.
Yeah.
Like there are so many people out there talking about what's going on. You can
Yeah.
get your news from the Pleasure Whale podcast.
You could get your
You could be like my exposure to the world is just what they talk about on Pleasure Whale. Like you could get your whatever
But
from
they deliver it-
whoever you choose.
But the young people deliver it in a fun way.
Yeah.
Like you know Greta Thunberg.
Yeah.
Or Thunberg, is that her name?
You got it right the first time. I think.
Okay. Oh, you think Thunberg is right? You can give like any kind of speech or whatever. A young person, I think, can give it better than an older person. You know what I mean?
Maybe it depends. I don't know.
Well, they're just more interesting. You're like more willing to listen to them. Does this make sense?
I think
She gave a famous speech to the UN.
I
And it was
think you're
interesting.
picking
People,
a
like,
bad.
heard it.
I think you're picking a bad example of a
Pull up-
speaker because
pull up-
she is not a great speaker. She's just some autistic chick that likes to talk about the world ending.
But she was young, and I think it was pull up Greta Thunberg speech title, and it's just interesting. That's the thing. Is it like-
right? Well, it's interesting to see
because
somebody.
when a young person says it, it's
I guess
people can hear it. There you go.
You've got to be kidding me. I thought to myself, this is such a weird. I was thinking about because I wasn't trying to be like, dude, shut the fuck up. But I was like, this is such a weird stand you're taking.
Yeah,
I was like, why are we
I didn't know how I was gonna get
grandstanding
there.
Greta? Right? Yeah.
No, we're not grandstanding. It's just that's the name of her speech. What is the name of her speech?
It's
Harrison?
how dare you?
It's how dare you? Did you see it coming?
No.
Yes. Dude.
No, I didn't see it coming at all. But I was kind of just like,
What are we talking about?
what are we talking about?
Yeah. If we ever go off on a crazy tangent, just know that there's a how dare you coming behind it.
Damn, dude. That's, well,
I'm really proud of that one too.
That was really good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Holy shit.
I'll take it.
The way that these keep slapping me.
Yeah,
Every
'cause-
time that you get me with a how dare you that I'm not expecting, it is like a slap.
Well, it's
It feels like, get my wife's name
ouch.
out your mouth. And it feels like it's just bam.
It makes me feel a lot better because you've actually been having a great ep, and I think I've been kind of slouching, but now I'm back.
You got me.
Now we're here.
You got me.
On-
Holy shit.
On that note,
I
have,
cannot wait for the compilation of you, the how dare yous
Yeah.
in a year when there's 50 of them.
well, they're just gonna they're hard to come. They're hard to make, but we're gonna keep doing it. Anyway, you had a bunch of stuff that you wanted to get to.
No, I didn't. You still have stuff that I want to talk about.
We do?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God! I have a big thing.
Yeah.
That I did this weekend. So you know my wife's pregnant,
I'm well aware.
right? And so
It's kind of hard to fucking miss at this point.
she did. She popped recently. That's what that's called.
Like she looks pregnant.
Yeah, you go from like just looking a little bigger to like looking
Okay.
like fucking pregnant. And so
Whoa.
she is. And it's tough to get my arms around her, and she should never listen to this episode. And she'd be so mad.
she be farting. Sorry.
No, we be farting. It's a group thing, and she hates it. She wants to get like, there's a thing you can get like an
Maybe
air-
it's
you
all
can
just baby
te-
farts. Maybe that's why she popped.
They're oh yeah, you think she's
She's getting
farting for
inflated
two?
like a balloon.
Yeah, she's not. It's girls don't fart, dude. We're having a girl.
That's right.
Anyway,
You're right. My mistake.
that's okay. Totally understand. In an effort to like try to be to stay active or whatever, where she signed us up for partner yoga. So
oh man.
yeah, so we went to partner yoga on a Sunday afternoon in Venice, and it was their inaugural partner yoga class.
Okay.
And so credit to them. We had a lot of fun. They did not know what they were doing. And so they were like looking at pictures of the poses and
The
then
instructors?
and guiding
Like
us.
they didn't even try it before?
They tried it before, but apparently they were laughing and having too much fun. So whatever. It's not their fault. They did a good job. We had fun.
It doesn't sound like they did a good job.
We had fun because we got a great stretch. I mean, I had to, like, they would be like, "Oh, wrap around your partner." I'll be like, "Have you seen my wife?" I'm just kidding. It's because of the pregnancy. She's fine. But yeah, it was hard, dude. Like doing it with two people because like just like asses and faces. And,
Yeah.
And would you ever do anything like that?
Dude, to me, partner yoga sounds like the most peaceful environment to get in an argument. Like
It is, dude. It is. We got through it. We ended up like
I see, you know what I see a lot? I see partner acrobatic yoga. I see that on my TikTok where it's this dude that goes to the beach and then does all these crazy acrobatic tricks with these beautiful women. And it like kind of appears to just be a big act to just be able to get them to put their butt cheeks on his feet. Like I think that's kind of like what it is.
I know the guy. He does it like on the beach or by the beach.
Yeah,
I think he does it in Santa Monica.
probably. Yeah. If I ran into that guy, I'd be like, do it with me.
And he'd be like, no.
He'd be like, do you not understand what I'm doing here? I'd be like, no, I get it. I respect the game. Game
Yeah,
recognizes
I'm sure
game.
You think that guy pulls?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Yeah.
he's in great shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape, and he'll make you do a backflip, and then you land on your BBL. Like it never even happened. I mean, the women that he's doing this, it's so funny to me because it's just like, yeah, they auditioned. Like it's not random people off the
they
street.
practice this. They practice.
It makes me laugh. But
well, it's interesting because you're right. I think you're right about the fighting thing. What in the hot fuck?
he's trying to find the TikTok.
Oh, well, that's a girl eating a lollipop.
See, it's the
Why is
default.
that the most? Yeah, it's a beautiful. Yeah, hey, Indy, you need more buff men.
You need more
Yeah.
buff men. It's poor reflection.
You need more buff men. Well, unless you're trying to be slim and slender, who knows? But neither here nor there. We were doing partner yoga. There was like 4 or 5 couples in there. One of the couples was way better than us, and they like
Well,
showed
they've
off.
probably been doing it longer, and the woman is probably not pregnant. I don't think you need to be feeling like you.
I'm not. It wasn't even the girl that was better. It was the guy.
That
was
makes sense.
So much
And
better.
you know why? It's because that's how that guy got pussy for like 10 years.
Also, he had a mustache, and when we left,
don't even tell me it was better than yours.
No, when we left, Sarah was like, "That guy might have been good at yoga, but his mustache fucking sucks."
Oh,
And I was like, "Yes,
that she
that's
did her
my
job. She
fucking
made
girl,
you feel
dude."
good.
Yeah, well, she said, she was like, "My man's got the best mustache in the game." I'm like, "Yeah, that's right." Right.
Ride it.
Yeah.
Ride it.
Ride it.
Yeah, ride my mustache.
Oh no, not ride it.
That's what
No,
I'm
no.
saying.
No. She gets mad at me when there's like, I'll take drinks of stuff and there will be moisture.
Oh,
And
yeah, because
she's-
you have a real stash. I don't have a
Yeah.
stash like that.
You're I'm sure there's a bunch of moisture. She complains. She says that if you ever can't see my top lip, then you need to cut
I can't
it.
see your top lip.
Yeah, so I probably do for a cut. But yeah, so she complains about moisture, which is how I know riding is probably like face riding is probably off the table for us because she'd be like, I just can't kiss you. You know? I'd have to stay away from you.
We managed to make that so gross.
Why is that gross?
That was just gross.
It's a part of life.
Yeah, it was gross though.
Yeah. It contributed to the you know what we might name our daughter?
Oh, okay, yeah. I would love to know. How dare you?
No. How dare you be funny? But no.
That would be the ultimate. Hey, Harrison, check out the birth certificate.
How dare you wake us? Fuck, dude. It's not worth it. But it's a nice take.
Middle name, just how dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
Evelyn, how dare you? Wait, kiss.
It's no,
I
we
don't
like
expect an
Cleo
Indian.
and we like Kennedy, but we like Cleo Carter. Do you know why we like Carter?
I mean, I'm assuming
What do you think?
Jimmy Carter.
No, it's not Jimmy Carter. She we believe that the
Okay,
baby
name
was
your-
conceived after a Lil Wayne concert.
Oh God.
So
I don't know if that even. What does Carter have to do with Lil Wayne? Is that
his name
real
is Dwayne Carter.
Oh God.
Hey,
okay.
Mr. Carter.
If I was a woman and I found out I was named after Lil Wayne, probably pretty pissed. But
No, he has good hair. He's the same height as most women.
it's just we named you Carter, and then you grew up to have such a striking resemblance to him. It's crazy.
That would be a problem.
That would be an issue.
yeah,
That
because
would
we're
be
both Anglo-Saxon.
very white.
Yeah,
Very white.
that's not.
Okay, so what? And why do you like?
Why do I like Carter?
No, the other one,
Oh, Kennedy Cloud.
Kennedy Cloud.
Yeah.
Middle name Cloud.
Middle name Cloud. Trying to create a ghost. No, it's Cloud is the original name of our dog before we rescued her and changed it. So we wanted to. Does that make sense?
Cloud.
Yeah, I'm not going to let you judge my parenting decisions on the podcast. That's not what we're doing here.
No, I'm not judged. I mean, it's just a terrible middle name. But anyway, yeah, it's no judgment. It's just yeah, that's bad.
And we like Kennedy because she'll be American, and the Kennedys are a famous.
I think Kennedy's a cool name.
Kennedy's a cool name. Yeah,
I don't know any Cleos.
yeah,
But where I used to get my haircut was Cleo's hair salon. So Cleo makes me think of haircuts,
cool.
which
is
a
theme of the pod.
podcast.
Theme of the pod.
And yeah, Kennedy makes me. I do know a Kennedy. She was fine.
She was fine.
She existed. Yeah, nothing. I mean, whenever anybody says names, I always just think to myself, like the people in my life that, I could never have a kid named that. This reminds me of.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for listening into the Pleasure Well podcast. As always, we're so happy you're listening. We would love to take any of your questions or anything that you wanted us to talk about, or just anything that we said that was stupid that you want to correct us on. PleasureWellPod@gmail.com. I check it every day. And if you have any ideas for names for the whale, we have a whale and it is still nameless.
Maybe Nameless the Whale.
The name of the whale may be Nameless the Whale if none of you guys step up with something fucking better. So,
Step up.
thank you guys for listening.
Nice.
I really do think that Parkinson's was hilarious.
I'm sure.